Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. These are your messages for this weekend, June 20th through the 22nd. This middle energy is the overall energy of the weekend. This energy here, the Seven of Cups, is how you will be feeling. And this energy here is the energy that you should embody for the best result. So let's start with your overall energy. You've got the Hermit card. I feel like you guys may be feeling like you need some time to yourself this weekend in order to contemplate some things in your life. The Hermit card is all about wisdom, introspection, solitude perhaps, sometimes kind of going within, taking a step back from our distractions and just kind of listening to our own inner wisdom. And I feel like this is kind of the energy that's going to be pulling at you right now, that you kind of want to withdraw in order to hear your inner voice, possibly even hear Spirit's advice with that star there in the lantern, kind of following the inner light. But the way that you're feeling is the Seven of Cups. And with the Seven of Cups, sometimes you could be a little bit spoiled for choice. You could have a lot of things coming at you at once. You could feel perhaps confused. It can also be about daydreaming. You could be kind of caught in an indecisive energy where you're kind of thinking of multiple different possibilities or different outcomes that would be possible. And if you look at the Seven of Cups, not everything inside those cups is something good. So with the Seven of Cups, there could be some confusion in your life right now, or you have to make a choice, or that you've got a lot of options coming at you, or you're daydreaming about what to do next, and kind of withdrawing and listening to your inner voice is probably what is going to be calling to you this weekend. And what can really help you have the best result for the weekend is the Two of Pentacles energy. And Two of Pentacles is about juggling your responsibilities, being very adaptable. Sometimes it can be about juggling, like kind of almost balancing two different decisions, or trying to weigh them out, making a decision, weighing your options, how he's kind of juggling this here. It can be about juggling some things and multitasking and being very busy. That is definitely possible. But I feel like in this context, what makes the most sense is it's about strategic decision making, making sure that all aspects of your life remain in harmony in terms of what decision you're making here. So it's like weighing the pros and cons of a decision, thinking about ways to stay adaptable and maintaining your equilibrium depending on which decision you choose. So I feel like that Spirit's, telling you what energy to embody. That would be it. There also could be an aspect of this card where some people, they like to kind of stay busy with mindless tasks in order to kind of come up with or listen more to their inner voice. I know some people do that, where they want to just do mindless things like take a long drive in order to think of their issues and sort them out in their head, or clean their house, things that don't really require a whole lot of decision making themselves, like tasks that you can complete without too much brain power. So also I wanted to talk about Spirit's advice. So you got the peer pressure card here, and it says, don't let others coerce you into a decision. You know in your heart what the right choice is. So I feel like this card is really telling you, you already know in that inner voice, you already know, your inner wisdom already knows the answer, what choice you should make, what direction you should take. And this is just saying, don't worry about what others think. Absolutely don't worry about that. I know Scorpios typically don't necessarily worry about what others are thinking of them or what's being said. Definitely don't let peer pressure or people's opinions sway you in your decision making. And I feel like you already know what the choice is. You just have to quiet your mind a bit in order to hear it. This could be relating to love. This says new or renewed romantic love is here. It could be about romantic options. It could be, or it could be, this could be a message from Spirit just to let love in a little bit, just to let your guard down a little bit, to let love into your life, and just know that love is there for you if you want it. You also have the workaholic card at the bottom of the deck. Underneath that is gossip, which I feel like it might be relevant in this group because peer pressure came out. You guys could be kind of, sometimes stuck in an energy where people do tend to talk about you, or you hear of rumors about you or something like that, and her heart is highlighted here. Sometimes it could impact you a little bit. So just make sure that you aren't falling into a victim mentality when it comes to those things, and that you understand that when people are talking about you, it's not truly about you. It's basically issues that they feel within themselves that allow them to sink into those energies where they're gossiping or talking badly. You also have the recovery card and the rejection card. So perhaps some of you could be thinking, here's more options this man's kind of contemplating. You could be thinking about options and which option you might take and how they may react to you, or perhaps there is a fear of, if you choose the wrong person, will it end up in a rejection circumstance, or do you maybe not want to reject someone right now? You're contemplating what that all would look like. And recovery is here. This is all about recovering a facet of yourself or an aspect of yourself that has been dormant for a while. So those are coming in for you. And also the workaholic card is here. So you guys may have been throwing yourself into work to kind of avoid making decisions. And this is just a reminder not to overwork yourself. You may have some passionate energy coming through where you've got a spark of inspiration or something's really caught your attention, and you also have the King of Wands underneath that. There could be something that you're really focused on or you want to go after. Once you make this decision, perhaps these energies will come in. So I do feel like you have to make sure that you're taking time for yourself, Scorpio, and allowing yourself some time to really contemplate your decisions, and make time to self-care as well. Sometimes when we're really busy multitasking and when we've got a lot on our plate or a lot in our minds, we don't always take the time. You also have sign from heaven. Your loved ones in spirit are waving hello and giving you reassurance that it'll be all right. So just know that your angels and your spirit guides are around you. Keep your thoughts positive, uplift your thoughts. That's here. Focus your attention on many blessings that surround you. By doing so, you'll let go of depression, poor self-esteem, and excess weight. So just stay positive. I feel like that's kind of what it's saying. Stay positive, look at the bright side, remain grateful, and I hope you have a great weekend. Those are your energies. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon.